Hi everyone, want to welcome you to a new episode of Travel Addict Guy, and I'm on one of my crazy adventures today. I hope glad you can come along with me today on my crazy little adventure. So I got up early today. I actually was hired by a British media outlet, I'll say that, and they wanted me to come and take some footage for them. I do some freelance as well, so they wanted me to do some freelance footage for them. They're making some kind of story, and it has to do with Malaga and some kind of crime drama. Some kind of woman, and she was kind of a prolific thief, con artist. So she conned some woman from the UK out of quite a bit of money. So they wanted me to come out here. I'm actually near, I just came from there, the prison, the Malaga Prison. I guess it's penitentiary. So I'd never seen that before, wasn't even aware of that. So, and that's in the outskirts of Alhaurín de La Torre. So I wasn't even aware that that was a thing here, but it does exist, and I actually got some shots of that for these people. I guess they're going to use that in some kind of documentary they're making about it, or some short film. So now I'm going to walk around and I can show you the Spanish countryside. Wow. So just walking around out here, and I'm between Alhaurín de La Torre and Alhaurín de La Grande. So I guess I'm walking to Alhaurín de La Grande. So that's where I am. And wow, this beautiful Spanish countryside, and a little bit cloudy this morning. Quite strange. Look at this beautiful Spanish countryside though. Look at how gorgeous it is. Oh wow. So that's why I love coming out to the country in Spain and enjoying this. You see I'm kind of on like a freeway here, and people are driving by me, and there's not really a sidewalk. There was a little sidewalk there, and there's not another one. So I'm trying to stay close to the right, but there are some bikers out here, so I think people are used to going around you, so that's not a problem. Wow, look at this to my right. Look how beautiful that is. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Just fantastic scenery here in Alhaurín de La Torre. And it's a little bit ominous, the weather this morning. I heard this thunder. It was actually a few raindrops, but this time of year we don't normally get much rain in Andalusia. Don't have too much of that. Normally if we do have some rain, it will likely dissipate. So I'm a little bit higher up altitude than right in Malaga, going across this bridge here. Actually, I think there in the far distance behind me, that might be the penitentiary. I don't know. But it's in a beautiful location. At least they have some nice scenery to look at, these prisoners. So I'm going to walk up here a little bit, see what we can show you today. Travel Addict Guy, come along with me for this interesting adventure today. Okay, so I'm getting rained on a little bit again, but look at this magnificent scenery behind me. Wow, it's just so gorgeous. And what is this thing here? What is this arch? Not quite sure what it is. It looks like it might be the entrance to some kind of property, or maybe that's their marker, I don't know, or estate, I guess is what I want to say. So fantastic. Look at that, and look at this around me. Look at this, just so fantastic behind me. Look how gorgeous it is. Too bad we have an overcast day. Kind of strange, but I think that's going to dissipate. I think that's going to dissipate soon. So I do see some, looks like some civilization up here. So I don't know if there's going to be a place I can go into, maybe get something to eat, have some breakfast. That would be cool if I could find a place like that and get off of this road. Well, a lot of traffic going by me here. So got me a few more shots, and that building straight behind me with the big tower, that's actually the jail. I see it now, the prison. So I see that there. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of scenic here. So walking along this road with a beautiful view of everything. Spanish countryside with the gorgeous sunrise behind me. Don't have to worry about the social distancing here. No problem with social distancing. No one around me. That is quite nice. Don't know how far it is to Alhaurín de La Grande. I see a bus stop coming up here, so maybe I can hop a bus. That might be the best way to go. What is this? There's really no sidewalk here. It looks like there's some kind of subdivision here behind me. Got some building going on there. So what is this place? Earth movement. So it looks like if you need some gravel or you need some sand, this is the place. Edificaciones y movimientos de tierra. So moving the earth. And here's a little bus stop. Look at this, out in the middle of nowhere. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Don't know how far I am from everything. Maybe I should hop a bus. Do that. Try to get to Alhaurín de La Grande. That's where I wanted to go. Maybe show you that. I have not been there before. So maybe we'll head up to Alhaurín de La Grande. See what that's like. It's a little further in the interior, further up, I believe. Should be quite interesting. Beautiful day, so why not? Looks like it's starting to clear up like I thought. So when a bus is gonna come, I don't know. I'll have to sit here and wait for a while. They usually come maybe once an hour in a place like this. Okay, so I got in a bus here and Alhaurín de La Grande, no. There's only one bus going to Santa Amalia and we're back to Malaga on the other side. So I'll probably never be back here again. So I'll go to Santa Amalia. Take a look at that. So I guess it's a little pueblo and hopefully there's something nice to see there. Maybe you can have some breakfast there. I'll show you what a little Spanish town is like, little Spanish pueblo. So this bus is very nice. Wanted to show you. It's very not air conditioning, very nice. Have a great bus and okay, only 99 cents a bus ride, so not too much further to Santa Amalia, I think. So that's the last stop here, and then from there we can go back. And I think there's probably a bus that goes to Alhaurín de La Grande. So we'll see if I'm going to do that or go back to Malaga. So the bus driver left me and I'm in Santa Amalia now. And there was one woman on the bus. There wasn't too many people. There was one man and one woman. And I told them I wanted to go to Alhaurín de La Grande. And they said, oh, you got the wrong bus. You're going the wrong way. So he told me Alhaurín de La Grande is very pretty, Coin. I've heard of that, but that's a little further the other way. So he said there is a bar, I guess, here I can have some breakfast. So maybe I'll go in here and have something to eat. There's only one place to eat in all of Santa Amalia, I guess. And I told the lady, so what are you trying to do? I said, like, tourism. She was laughing. This one Spanish woman, she was like, nobody comes here. She's laughing. So, well, that's what happens when you like to travel and find new places. So like I said, I had a job to do this morning, so I went and did that, and there is a cafe here, Cafeteria Melchor Desayuno, so breakfast. So why not? We'll try some breakfast here at I guess I'm in Santa Amalia. It looks like there's a home appliance store right next to this, connected, Melchor. So you have a home appliance, looks like a Home Depot almost. Construction material and breakfast, so that should be interesting. Okay, so I can take the mask off finally. I got my fabulous breakfast here. It's pitufo, they call this, and pitufo is a Smurf in Spanish, and that's what you eat for breakfast. You eat Smurfs, but this is a kind of bread that looks like a Smurf, I guess. It's kind of fluffy like that, so that's what they call it. And you usually get the bread, pitufo, and they give you different things on it. The man had different things he had inside. I said, he was telling me what they had. Oh, my mask to blow away here. He was telling me what they had, and he was showing it to me. They had it already. They had like chicken, they had he had some bacon, he had some pork, he had this thin jamon serrano, which I like. He was quite strict about the rule. I went in there and he's like, you have to have the mask covering your nose, but the man next to me is eating with no mask on. So it's like, I don't know. Anyway, I said, can I film in here? No, you can't film either. So, oh, look at this. Look at these horses. I like that. Quite cool. So, you have to go by the rules wherever you're at. So I told him I'd put him on YouTube, but he didn't care about that. So we're gonna have this great breakfast here. And this big water, quite cheap, €1 for this. So I can take it with me. So that's not bad. Actually, I can use it as a barbell too. So going to have this breakfast, gonna have this water, and I guess you can walk to this. There's supposed to be some kind of technology park. I've never been there before, and it looks like it's close to here. So he told me there's a big red tower, and I could walk that way about a half an hour is what the bus driver said. So maybe I'll try to do that. Otherwise I have to go back to Alhaurin de La Torre to get to Alhaurín de La Grande. That's what he told me. So that's your Jamón serrano, thin sliced ham, and this is, they call it catalana, and they put some tomato and some olive oil, and that's what they have it, and they serve it on that bread I told you about, that fluffy bread. They call it pitufo. So you get a pitufo catalana. Hi guys, I'm in the bathroom. I just wanted to show you this translation. Sometimes these English translations are so funny with the Spanish. When they get them wrong, it says, "Por favor, no tira papeles en el váter." The váter is the toilet. That's what we call the toilet. They call it the váter, like the water. So I think it comes from the water closet. They heard this English say that, so they say váter. But they translated, "Please do not throw papers in the bank." Thank you. So I don't know, I guess that's a bank in Spanish. No, they just got the translation wrong, but it's funny. So they translated the toilet as bank. So I just had my nice little Spanish breakfast. Might as well do a little exploring here. And I actually just saw that bus driver that dropped me off. So funny. He was going the other direction and he waved at me. So he's like, look at this crazy tourist out in the middle of nowhere. So just walk down here a little ways and see what there is to offer down in here. Like a little Spanish pueblo, and I guess he told me I can walk along the highway there, like I said, and we're gonna go back that way, and I can end up at that technology park. Hola. So I really don't know where I am. It's kind of funny. Well, that's the great thing about Google Maps. It's hard to be lost nowadays. Now, when I was first in Chile, I did not have any fancy Google Maps or anything like that. So it was quite a bit dodgier when I was traveling, when I first got there. It was around 2010, I think, the first time I was in Chile. And I didn't really have the smartphone. They were just starting with all this stuff, or I didn't know much about it at that time. So when I first got there, I had like the traditional map basically, and people were telling me where to go. And then I had a real cheap mobile phone because people were telling me that they steal the phone there. So I said, I'm just gonna get a real basic cheap one. I just had a real cheap one. I mean, it was super cheap, like $10 phone, I don't know, just to make some calls. Didn't even have the touchscreen or anything. My Chilean friends were laughing at me. They said, nobody's gonna want to steal that. So that was the idea, but it is nice with the Google Maps. And I really didn't know much about that technology back then, I'll have to say. I was a computer guy, but I was learning about the phones. That was still about 10 years ago, so I know technology's come a long way, and the Google Maps are fantastic. Really great, and all these apps, they'll tell you where you're going, and you can jump on this blah car now. I mean, it's so great for travel. Uber. I mean, think of all these things that exist now that didn't exist that long ago. It's amazing. Some kind of garden center here. Going by that. And Santa Amalia, there it is, Santa Amalia, that's where I am. Ibero's Garden Center. So if I want to do any planting, some flowers, but they're pretty cheap here.